Do you ever finish your workday and feel completely empty? Not just physically tired, but emotionally and cognitively drained. It feels as though someone unplugged your brain and forgot to recharge it. You walk through your front door and all you can do is collapse. You might scroll on your phone for hours, feeding the algorithm. You might sit in silence, staring at the wall like a background character in a tragic movie. You tell yourself you will do something productive or meaningful tonight. But before you know it, it is time for bed, and you have absolutely nothing left for yourself. It is incredibly frustrating to live in this constant state of depletion. No matter how much rest you attempt to get, you still wake up exhausted. It is like you are permanently stuck on low battery mode, and sleep no longer works as a charger. I used to feel exactly like that every single day. But I finally figured out why we are all feeling so drained. More importantly, I discovered 7 simple changes that helped me feel human again. If you are sick of existing as a ghost after 6 o'clock, listen closely. Number 1, I created a fake commute to reset my mind. Commuting used to be the absolute worst part of my daily routine. But when I started working from home, I realized that terrible drive actually served a crucial psychological purpose. That trip home helped me switch modes from an employee to a human being. Now, work ends, and suddenly I am on the couch, still trapped in work mode. There is no cognitive reset, no transition period. So, I started taking a 10-minute walk before and after work. Just me, the fresh air, and absolutely no digital devices. Leaving my phone behind allows my neural pathways to decompress from the constant synthetic stimulation of the workday. At first, I felt ridiculous wandering around my neighborhood. My neighbors probably thought I was living some kind of bizarre double life. But you know what? It genuinely works wonders for my mental clarity. That simple walk tells my brain that the corporate demands are over. It is time to reclaim my cognitive space. Number 2, I stopped treating my couch like a black hole. The couch is a dangerous place when you are exhausted. You think you are just going to sit down for a quick second to rest your eyes. But that second turns into 4 hours of mindless existence. Suddenly, the sun has set, you are still in your work clothes, and your evening is gone. You have accidentally memorized the entire algorithm for random internet videos. I used to come home, collapse into the cushions, and become one with the furniture. So, I established a strict rule for myself. Before I am allowed to touch the couch, I must do one intentional thing that makes me feel alive. I stretch for 5 minutes to wake up my body. I cook a real meal instead of microwaving something out of a cardboard box. The goal is to break the dangerous cycle of autopilot mode. By doing one intentional thing, I take back control of my evening. And the wildest part is that once I do it, I actually enjoy my rest so much more. Instead of feeling drained and guilty, I feel truly recharged. Number 3, I curated a specific after-work playlist just for me. Music has a magical ability to alter your emotional state in a matter of seconds. One good song can completely shift your mindset from pure stress to profound calm. It acts as a bridge between the noise of the office and the peace of your personal life. I built a playlist that slowly transitions my energy. It starts with calm tracks, because jumping straight into high energy feels overwhelming. Then, it gradually builds up to rhythms that make me want to actually move. And yes, I dance around my living room like no one is watching. Movement and rhythm break up the heavy monotony of adulthood. They remind you that your day is not just about producing and surviving. There is still room for joy, silliness, and letting go. Number 4, I absolutely stopped giving my job my best energy. For the longest time, work got the absolute best version of me. It got my sharpest thinking, my deepest focus, and my endless patience. By the time I logged off, I was running entirely on fumes. I had nothing left to give to my passions, my family, or myself. Then one day, a harsh realization hit me like a ton of bricks. Why am I giving my absolute best to a system that would replace me in 2 weeks if I quit? That thought fundamentally changed how I operate. I still do my job well, but I refuse to let it consume my soul. I stopped stressing over emails that could easily wait until tomorrow morning. I stopped treating minor inconveniences like catastrophic failures. And guess what? The world kept spinning, and my boss did not even notice a difference. But I noticed, because I finally had energy left to live my actual life. Number 5, I learned the art of saying no without feeling like a villain. A massive amount of our exhaustion does not even come from our actual jobs. It comes from reluctantly agreeing to things we do not have the energy for. We say yes to social events, extra favors, and unnecessary obligations. We immediately regret it, but we go anyway because setting boundaries feels terrifying. We are terrified of being perceived as selfish or unhelpful. So, I started saying no nicely but firmly. I say that sounds wonderful, but I am keeping this evening for myself. I do not offer long, convoluted excuses or apologies. People respect polite honesty far more than we realize. They just say okay and move on with their day. Saying no does not make you a bad person. It makes you someone who fiercely protects their own well-being. Number 6, I gave my brain a real break instead of doom scrolling. The attention economy is designed to hijack your focus when you are at your weakest. I used to think lying in bed and scrolling through social media was a form of rest. But after an hour of staring at a screen, I always felt worse. My mind was buzzing with anxiety and useless information. Doom scrolling is not resting, it is simply swapping physical exhaustion for cognitive overload. It is trading work stress for the chaotic noise of the internet. So, I intentionally created tech-free sanctuaries in my home. Places where screens are strictly forbidden and my mind can truly breathe. I replaced the phone with a physical book, a journal, or simply sitting in silence. The modern world has eradicated human boredom, and that is a tragedy. We need those quiet, understimulated moments to process our complex lives. Allowing yourself to just sit and stare at the ceiling is revolutionary. It gives your nervous system the desperately needed permission to power down. Number 7, I found something small to look forward to every single night. My evenings used to feel like a bleak waiting room between work shifts. It was just empty time waiting to be filled with sleep. Nothing felt exciting, and nothing felt like it truly belonged to me. I decided to change the narrative by scheduling tiny moments of joy. It does not have to be an extravagant or expensive hobby. It can be trying a new recipe, even if it ends up tasting terrible. It can be watching a genuinely funny show or eating a premium snack. When you have something to look forward to, the entire structure of your day shifts. Your evening transforms from a countdown to bedtime into a celebration of your personal time. If you are always exhausted after work, it is not because you are fundamentally broken. It is because you have been taught to recharge in completely the wrong way. Mindless consumption and digital distraction will never restore your deep energy. Rest is not just about the absence of work, it is about the presence of restoration. Your time after work is the most valuable currency you possess. It is the part of the day where you get to remember who you actually are. You are not just a machine built to answer emails and attend meetings. You are a complex human being who deserves to experience deep creativity and sustained focus. Do not wait for a fleeting weekend to finally feel alive. Implement just one of these small habits tonight. Reclaim your attention, protect your peace, and establish your sanctuary. You have the power to stop the endless cycle of depletion. It is time to wake up and truly live the rest of your day.